His own life after feeling helpless over climate crisis. Theo Ferris cared passionately about the environmental issues and had recently been helping out Greenpeace as a fundraiser before his life tragically ended. A teenager's worries over climate change and environmental issues ultimately caused him to take his own life, according to his heartbroken sister. Now, is this the place to bring children? Is this the place to bring children? Bearing that in mind, is this developmentally appropriate? You decide. Passionate activist Theo Ferris from Walthamstow died on March 29th, 2023, less than 2 months before his 20th birthday, boys. 2 months before his 20th birthday. Now his sister Lisa, 18, has spoken out about the troubles that were affecting her older brother, who recently became a Greenpeace fundraiser, and what led to him ending his life so abruptly. Lisa told My London, in the last 2 years, Theo grew increasingly concerned. What, with all the fucking protests they've been doing in London? Is that what it was? Is that what's adamatic? Is that what's got him so depressed, right? Lisa told My London, in the last 2 years, Theo grew increasingly concerned and distressed about the effects of climate change and the destruction of the environment. The multiple crises happening around the world, plus the effect of the pandemic, in addition to pressures of being a university student, made him anxious. As a person, he was really intense because he was really passionate about what he believed in and what he would really make, and that he would really make that known. Lisa last saw him at Christmas and says that the family had plans to get together over Easter in their family home in Walthamstow. But sadly, Lisa got the knock at the door on the 29th and she was told the devastating news. She had to ring her parents to tell them, which she says was one of the most difficult phone calls of her life. Mate. Theo was an activist and would participate in many demonstrations regarding climate change and the energy crisis, environmental crisis, cost of living crisis, animal rights and anti-racism. He was a graduate of Croydon's Brit School in the film and media production, where he got a distinction, and a second-year student at Brighton University, film BA, with aspirations to become a filmmaker to make documentaries about topics he really cared about. Boys, that's where we're at. I just read to you about Theo Ferris. He was 19 years old. 2 months before his 20th birthday, he took his own life because of all this. Because of these people indoctrinated him into a false sense of anxiety. That's what it is. I find it quite disturbing how many children are here. Radioactive waste.
Well, but I always wanted to join the club, but I never had the time.
Right, this is the kids area. See, that's the Lord. That's the Lord working, boys. So I've just given a speech. I've not even given a speech. Basically, I've read an article from a newspaper, right? And I felt compelled. For some reason, I felt compelled to talk about the 19-year-old lad who's killed himself. Yeah. And then lo and behold, look, I've walked through the kiddie section. The Lord was guiding me. That's why. So now we'll walk through here, and that can resonate. People can think about what we've just gone over, and whether or not this is right. Do you know what I mean? Oh.
A demonstration.
How many children there are here, boys?
I just need to jump in and have a big go.
Okay, we're moving, guys.
What do you think about Theo Ferris topped himself because of the climate crisis?
I don't know.
No?
Nothing
Young lad, 19 years old, university student, climate activist, killed himself. Am I being hypersensitive? Is it me? Or is there negative impacts that's gonna... I'm talking to you really, George. Am I being sensitive?